Finding this camp spot was a little bit hard and time consuming, but it's totally worth it. We arrived here by the sunset with a spectacular view waiting for us, literally at the edge of the country's map. This is what I call it a good way to start a trip. By the morning, the place is still offering the same amount of beauty, and as usual, I'm running my cameras around trying to catch a glimpse of that beauty for you. Only at shoreline of Sila Peninsula, geology is offering that beautiful combination of rocky hills in touch with water. Meanwhile, tripmates of both humans and animals are enjoying the geology to the max.
This one, complete opposite.
After a nice breakfast, we are trying to find another way to leave the area. And it seems a bit tricky to find an easy way through a rough ground, until we are deciding to use geology for us in having an interesting off-road session. We spent last night at the third peninsula of Al Sila on the left side. It was very beautiful place, a little bit rocky, but very quiet, very peaceful, away from people. we took our breakfast and everything, and now we are moving to the first peninsula, where we're gonna camp for tonight and maybe swim in some sandy beaches. So stay tuned to see how it goes. We are taking the international highway because no direct way is linking the three peninsulas of Sila. We are going through the town of Sila until we are beginning to take the Gatch road to our next destination. Shoreline is becoming visible again as we are approaching our next camping spot, which was scouted earlier by our friend Hafid. By arriving to that spot, something very special was waiting for us.
Do you want me to show you something, Shamal?
As the tide is low, part of the sea ground was exposed on the surface in form of sandy isthmus stretching into the sea for around 500 meters. Having a drone would come very handy in catching this sort of nature, but as I don't have one, my only option is to walk and to try my best capturing as much as possible of that. At first glance, it seems like nothing much is going on there, but by opening eyes into details, a lot of little tiny things are found left on the surface as the water leaves back into the ocean. Probably that tells a lot about how marine life is going on in such part of geology at Sila Peninsula. By looking further at the end of this form, birds are found in good numbers, which tells that a complete marine ecosystem is going on at this small part of the shoreline. We are deciding that we might be lucky to end right here, and we are taking that as our camp for tonight. From this beautiful beach, I'm gonna prepare for you just an easy breakfast with simple ingredients like eggs, feta cheese and some olive oil. Now the oil is ready, so we just start to smash the eggs just in the easy simple way like this, old school way. We add the feta cheese, all of it. We add it together with the eggs. It's gonna give the eggs a little bit of salty, delicious flavor. I'm adding here some black pepper and some mix spices. Then make sure give it a good mix. always nice to add some chunks of tomatoes and mix them with the blend together. You can add 2 of these creamy cheese. It's gonna give it a delicious rich kind of flavor. So now it's ready, and this is how it looks when it's done. So my friend Hafid here is tasting my breakfast.
It looks delicious. So what did you put in here?
It's just eggs and feta cheese and some other cheese like this,
Nice.
and some chunks of tomatoes and some spices like black pepper.
And I will taste. It's delicious.
Good.
It's really nice. Oh, it's very nice. You can taste the spices coming through.
I'm
Beautiful.
happy you like it.
Thank you very much.
By around 10 a.m. tide is at highest level and we are about to leave. But before that we'll be having a little bit of drama. Now my friend Joe is trying to get out and he is almost getting stuck. So now we need to dig a little bit to give it a better chance to go up. And recovery boards are ready in place. Tire pressure is a bit too much at 20 psi and needed to be dropped to around 15. Yeah, he was able to get up. It's time for us to leave back home, but before that, we are taking a tour around shoreline of Sila, checking beautiful beaches and possible camping spots for future trips. At every corner, stunning beautiful beach is there with good potentials for being a nice camping spot for several days. So here is what I call it a good camping spot. There is enough space for sitting and parking the cars here. Doesn't matter how many people are there. Then, if you like to swim, you can just take this sandy beach and go for swimming in this crystal clear water, and you have the best view in the world for the sea from here over the rocks. That was the end of our Sila camping tour. If you like this sort of activities, you may consider subscribing to my channel and activating notification bell to receive the coming videos.